Hello, everybody, and welcome to our DVC journey. I'm Brian.
And I'm Gail.
And we're glad that you joined us today. Today's topic we're going to be discussing is, if there was a Mount Rushmore of DVC, what would your Mount Rushmore look like for DVC? We thought we'd discuss ours, and yours may be different. We'd like to hear from you in the comments below of what your Mount Rushmore would be. So Mount Rushmore would be the representation of DVC in your eyes. So we're each going to take a turn. Gail's been very quiet about her selections, so we'll start with Gail. Gail, what would be your selection of Mount Rushmore for DVC, and why would you choose the resort?
Are we going all four at one time or one at a time?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's I don't know. Let's do one at a time, I guess.
Old Key West for sure for me, just because it was the original DVC resort, the first one. And of course, y'all know if you've watched any of our videos, that's the place that really has the most feelings for us. That's where we were introduced to DVC, fell in love with the theming of it, the tropical, just relaxing environment. I love the sprawling nature of it. Lots of sidewalks to walk, run, whatever you want to do. Plenty of pools to go to. Activities for the kids. That definitely would be one for me for sure.
Yeah. And you know what? That's one of my selections too. We've both been kind of quiet about what we would pick because we want it to be our own. But that is one that I picked because it's like the founding father of DVC as far as resorts. And you mentioned some of the things. We've got other videos that talk about Old Key West, and yeah, we are big Old Key West fans. But it's the granddaddy of DVC resorts. But its proximity to Disney Springs and also the ferry, as long as it's running. It sounds like they've got some rain down there recently, but there's just so many great things about Old Key West. But it being the very first, the original, and those members of you that are out there watching this that are from the originals, thank you for buying into DVC and get that ball rolling for everybody else. But Old Key West is definitely going to be on my Mount Rushmore for also, because it's just everything that you said about it. It just is so relaxing, and we talk about it a lot about the different theming that it has, and it has a individual theming for it, Key West, and it's just that vibe of relaxation and all. So I agree with you on that one, definitely. So what would your second one be?
My second one is going to be the Grand Floridian. We had a recent stay there, and I loved it so much that it made my list. I love it's beautiful. It's just, the grounds are beautiful. They have really nice pools, variety of restaurants. And, it's pretty easy to get around.
Yeah. So
there.
I got a question for you. If we had not stayed recently at the Grand Floridian, and we'll have a video out about that stay, would you have put it on your Mount Rushmore?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have, but I really, truly enjoyed that stay and loved it there more than I thought I would.
Right. And it's really...
That'll be another video.
It's really opened up us, staying at the different resorts to open and broaden our outlook and appreciation for DVC, because again, they all have their own theming. So again, the ferry that takes you to and from,
that's what I was going to say, the monorail
park, the monorail, wonderful to jump on the monorail and have that proximity. But the theming there too, that resort is absolutely gorgeous. It is beautiful. If you've never been to that resort, get on a bus, get on a monorail, get on a boat, whatever. Even if you're at Magic Kingdom and you want to hit lunch and take a break from the hot heat, take the boat. It's a nice relaxing ride over, and get something to eat over at Grand Floridian. You will fall in love with it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Okay, well, that is a great point. But interestingly, that one's not on my list.
Okay.
All right. So my second of the Mount Rushmore resort would be right next door, the Polynesian. So why the Polynesian on that? Because again, it's not the original resort for DVC as Old Key West is, but it's one of the original resorts that were built for Magic Kingdom in 1971, and the theming is just incredible.
It is.
And I chose it because that resort, regardless of where we're staying, we have to go there.
It's true.
We have to go to that resort. Even if we're not staying there, we have to go to that one. I don't feel the need to have to go to the Grand Floridian, but I have to go to the Polynesian. I love the music that they play. Of course, they have Dole Whip right there on property. Has a couple of the restaurants that we like on property. It has the monorail, just like the Grand Floridian does. It's my pick. You have the beach. Of course, Grand Floridian has the beach too. But we're talking, right now it's my turn. So talking about the Polynesian. Of course, now they're building the tower. And I know there's mixed emotions on that because it's different. It's a change. And I get that. I guess for us, maybe it would be painting Old Key West a different color scheme. It's different. And we're creatures of habit, and we really like what we like and choose things that way. But still, even with the tower going up, I think the tower is going to be a very nice addition for those members that own there.
It's very much needed, I think.
Allow the one bedrooms and two bedrooms. They're not going to have a 3-bedroom grand villa, but they're going to have the 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom to give them a versatility.
Yeah.
We'll see as far as restaurants, you would think. We'll show some video of the Polynesian also about the construction and where they're at with it. But that would be my number 2. Not a specific order, but right next door to you. So maybe we should have bought at both of those resorts when they were selling points, but we did not. So moving on, you got 2 more. So what would be your third?
Wilderness Lodge is going to be my third. Okay. Love the theming there as well. It puts you in a totally different, you feel like you're just in a different place altogether.
You're kind of removed
you are.
from the parks and everything, and you're on Disney property, but you're away from everything. Yeah, and the reason I'm butting in is because that's one of mine also is Wilderness. We love that. We actually have ownership at Wilderness Lodge, Boulder Ridge, and it is just a beautiful resort.
It
right?
is.
The theming, again, it has that individual theming, and that's what I'm going for is that individual theming. That is inviting, it's relaxing. Who wouldn't love that lobby when you first walk in and you see that? But what else would you say makes Wilderness Lodge Mount Rushmore worthy?
The restaurants, they have several restaurants and that are popular whether you're on site or not. The pools are nice. I guess for me, it's also one of the older ones. I think it was the... It was, I don't know what number, but it's after Old Key West, it's after Boardwalk and Beach Club. Oh, wow.
So it's probably the 4th or 5th resort because Saratoga started selling after that. So it's in one of the first, but...
I just know it was, one of the ones we bought into originally as well. And
right. But Geyser Point, you mentioned restaurants. Geyser Point, love it. Again, if you have never been there, you need to go there and just do a tour, just walk through. Maybe it's a rainy day, maybe it's too hot of a day, maybe you're doing a resort visit with no park days, right? A stay with no park days. It's wonderful to walk that property and to be exposed to it. That geyser point right on the lake, it's open air.
You have the boat show that you can see at night, and it's
and
it just makes my list.
So do our others, the Grand Floridian and Polynesian.
Yeah.
You mentioned restaurants at the Grand Floridian for your Mount Rushmore. The restaurants at the Polynesian too.
Oh, sure.
You know, we enjoy going to the restaurants there too. So and the shopping at both of those resorts for Polynesian and for Wilderness. They both have large stores, you know, that you can go in and buy DVC merchandise and souvenirs and that type of a thing. The Grand Floridian is kind of lackluster.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that for sure for shopping.
Yeah.
Polynesian is unique. That's one of the reasons even though we don't stay there almost every trip we go there, because you will find something unique at the Polynesian that you're not going to find downtown Disney or in the parks or...
Yeah. If you were to see us down on a vacation at Disney and you see us at the Polynesian, you'll probably find out we're not staying there. We're just visiting because we just always go there. But popping back to Wilderness Lodge, it's just a one resort.
It is.
And that is on my list also for the Mount Rushmore because I just love it, and it's, again, that theming and the pools and the geyser and the restaurants, all of that. So how are we stacking up against yours? Have we matched any of your selections for the Mount Rushmore of DVC? So let us know. Make sure you put your 4 in the comments down below. We find it interesting because we may have mentioned yours, or you may be saying, hey, you're overlooking this because this, and this. We'd love to hear from you. Where else do we go, Gail?
Well, the last one there are several. Honestly, it was hard, but I'm choosing this one for nostalgic reasons.
Okay.
The new villas at at the Disneyland Hotel. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Strictly because Disneyland's where it started.
Oh,
so
good. Good.
I feel it should be on that Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. Disneyland Hotel. Absolutely.
We haven't stayed there yet,
but the theming is incredible. We watch videos too, and YouTube videos, and appreciate the other content creators that talk about the different resorts. They may be DVC members, maybe they're not, but they're showcasing the resorts, and just love watching their videos too, and would love to get out there.
Yes,
absolutely,
for sure.
Absolutely.
And that's definitely a doable trip someday.
Yeah, a lot of neat things out there, and plus, Disneyland is pretty much right outside your door, right? So, what could be better? So we got to make a trip there.
Yes.
Right?
Agreed.
We got to make a trip there. So, all right. So that's your 4th one. Mine stays closer to home. And again, if you maybe think about it, I talk about restaurants. I talk about theming. I talk about impressive lobbies. What would you think it is, Gail? And you guys out there watching.
I'd have to say you're going with Animal Kingdom
Yes.
for an impressive.
Yes.
Well, that was in my there were 3 for my number 4, and that was on
Animal
there too.
Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village, Jumbo
Absolutely.
House. Because of, again, the restaurants, that huge lobby. And it's funny you said the Disneyland Hotel, because I was teetering back and forth on that. So we would have ended up with
almost all the same.
Yeah, a couple, 3 of the same, 3 of the same. But I went with Animal Kingdom Lodge. We have visited there a couple of times, stayed there. The Mara, the quick service, the swimming pool that they have, the main pool, very kid-friendly environment there. The activities that they have that you can join in, especially for the kids, the artists that are there doing carvings, just a lot of different things that resort adds. Plus, they have animals there.
Yes.
And what is it? Savannah, right?
Yes.
That's what they call it, right? Savannah. So you can just walk out, which we did, out on our balcony, and we could watch the animals with air conditioning because we were there. What was it? May? I think it was May or November. I can't remember.
No, May.
Was it just recently? Okay, I can't keep up. We've fortunately been able to do a lot of trips, but Animal Kingdom. It's just, again, the theming of it, and then that's why I selected it. So those are our 4. So again, mine were Old Key West, Polynesian, Wilderness Lodge, whether it's Boulder Ridge or Copper Creek, and then Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village or Jumbo House. You know, it's Animal Kingdom Lodge. Gail, again, in review.
Old Key West, Grand Floridian, Wilderness, and the villas at the Disneyland Hotel.
Yes. So we definitely have to do that. But the reason we thought we would make this video in particular, too, we talked about, the Mount Rushmore. But being DVC members, it affords us to be able to go pretty much to any resort that we want to, within that 7-month booking window if we don't own at that resort particularly. But it has given us a new appreciation for all these resorts and, the exposure to them because it's one thing to walk through them and see them. It's another thing to be on property. Yeah. And like you had said, Grand Floridian, if we had not stayed there, it wouldn't have made the list. So again, what are your 4? Do ours match up to what your 4 are? Maybe not. We'd love, again, to hear from you. But Gail, believe it or not, it's been 1 year since we started our YouTube channel.
Oh, wow.
Our DVC journey, and we've gotten a lot of views, and we really appreciate everybody taking the time to watch our videos, of us just sitting here talking. We don't have any sponsorship. We don't have any affiliation, anything like that. We don't have a Patreon thing or whatever. We're just doing it for fun, and we really enjoy sharing things about DVC. And it's nice to be on vacation at Disney and come across other DVC members and get a chance to talk with them, about their membership, how long they've been members. And we got to meet some nice folks just recently on one of our stays, just getting in conversations with them. But we've been doing this for a year. We appreciate everybody that's subscribed to our channel so far, and just continue to look forward to it. And we'll put videos out when we have something to share with you, and hopefully you find it valuable and can get some use out of familiarizing yourself with DVC or just reminiscing about your DVC membership. So as we always say, thank you for joining us on our DVC journey. Be kind to cast members, and we'll see you on our next DVC journey. Bye.
Bye.